Hey everybody, Namaste. It's Becca Pati. So grateful to spend a few minutes with you sharing my love of this beautiful place. You can probably hear a little dog barking in the background, some construction noises going on. I'm in San Pedro, Belize. I just finished a 5-day yoga retreat that I was guiding in Placencia, one of my favorite places to visit. And so this is just kind of the end of my holiday, relaxing and spending some time with my best friend in this most amazing place. You can probably see sort of where I'm at right now, but I'm just outside my place in my hammock. I wanted to give you at least a 20 to 25 minute flow about unpacking our baggage. And so many of you I know are definitely travelers, but maybe those of you who even just every morning you're going to the gym or you go to yoga class and you pack certain things and you get very familiarized with those items. So for instance, I've got, a 72-liter backpack that I've had since I was 23 years old. So I won't say how long I've had it for, but it's been a while. And every time I go on a holiday or I teach a yoga retreat, I actually don't even have to think about what I need to pack now. It's so familiarized with me. It's almost like it becomes second nature to start rolling up certain items of clothing. I have to pack certain things to make sure that I have them if I'm in a remote area. You've got your medical kits, you've got your items that you really enjoy for like your skin, and making sure you got your toothbrush and your panties, and can't believe I just said panties. Anyway, and your favorite swimsuit and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times we're not thinking about exactly what we're packing. And we just put it on our back and we start journeying along, and away we go to every destination. And I don't know why it hit me. I was just looking at my backpack and thinking about how when we move into new relationships or new situations, so many of us, including myself, it's a work in progress for sure. We don't even think about what we're journeying towards or what we're traveling towards. We simply pack the things that we're familiar with. And a lot of those things can be very harmful in the next stage of our life. So if you're entering into either a new friendship or a new relationship that's intimate, or possibly you're entering a new work environment that you need to kind of start fresh or whatnot, we're not really starting fresh, are we? We're taking that backpack of pain and anguish and anxiety and fear and sometimes hopelessness and low self-esteem, and we're carrying it on our back. And I'm not sure why we do that. I think it's really hard to let go of those things. The past is extremely challenging for a lot of us, but yet there's comfort in having those feelings next to our heart, knowing that, I guess it's just easier to cling on than to release. That process of letting go is really, really fucking challenging for so many of us. What I guess I'm wanting to do in this flow for 20 to 25 minutes is look at unpacking some of that shit that we don't need to bring with us. So maybe you're dealing with some heartbreak. Maybe you have some mistrust in relationships. Maybe you have some self-doubt that is just kind of sitting with you, and you're, one job to the next, one relationship to the next, sort of hauling it and carrying it. My God, my friends, it's so, so heavy, isn't it? It's time to put that down. At least unpack a little bit of those items and consciously choose to become more of what we are from the inside out, which, as mentioned many times in all of my blogs and all of my, yoga videos, is love, peace, joy, compassion. We are made up of these things from the inside, and all that other shit is really pre-programming. We're sort of taught that we need to hang on to this so that we can become martyrs in our relationships. And I'm saying, I don't think we need to. So let's let go of it and let's flow. And I'll see you on the mat in just a moment. Namaste. Hey everybody, it's Becca Pati. Nice to see you again. Namaste. So today we get a little special treat. I'm actually videoing just outside my hotel in San Pedro. So you see a little pool, you might hear some different noises, but either way we'll make it work for one another, okay? So let's get up onto our mats. Let's come to a comfortable seated position. Let's allow our right leg to come in front of our left leg and sit up nice and tall, grounding through your sit bones. You'll notice that I have my left leg forward, so I'm mirroring you today just in case you get confused, okay? So as we sit down, allow your shoulders to roll back just a couple of times. Take it nice and easy. So this flow is going to be more so beginner, advanced to intermediate, okay? So if you need to do anything that you feel more comfortable with, I do not take offense. Feel free to just rock it out, okay? Let your shoulders roll back, heart is high. Let's take an inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky. Yours might be the ceiling, mine is the sky, so don't get too jealous, all right? Exhale over towards the right hand side, left hand to your knee. Sit up tall, and as you breathe in, there's a lengthening and the heart wraps around, maybe taking the chin towards the back of the mat. Just notice how that even feels in the left side of the neck. If you're getting a bit too much of a stretch, taking the gaze just more towards the right side or maybe even directly in front of you, okay? We'll bring ourselves to center, reach the arms up. We'll take it to Navasana or bow pose. So maybe reach the arms forward to start. If you're struggling a little bit with the core today, keep the feet on the ground, but your belly's gonna scoop in and up, and then slowly maybe take the feet up on that exhale. If you can go a little bit further, depending on how your back feels, you're protecting the low back. Lift up your feet a little higher in line with your knees. Good, we'll move just through a little bit more flow here. So inhale, open up heart space. Exhale, let your toes tap down towards the mat. Easy breezy, right? Inhale, lengthen up your feet. Exhale, tap them down towards the floor. We'll go one last time. Take an inhale, reach your feet up, hold it out here. You want to take it a little bit more with the arms. Both arms can reach up towards this ceiling or the sky, but let your heart come up a little bit, okay? So inhale, holding here for 3. I'm a little shaky. I really haven't done a lot of boat pose in the last few weeks here, but here we are together doing this, and maybe you can point your feet or flex your feet, but do something with them. One more big breath in here. And as we exhale, bring your hands all the way into heart space. Let your feet fall down towards the floor, hip width apart, grab onto your knees. Inhale, sit up tall. This is our cow pose. Exhale, roll it back into cat pose, tucking through the chin. Let your arms lengthen out, and it's kind of like if you were to let go, you would sort of slingshot yourself back, okay? So inhale, sit up tall. Let the heart reach up, let the gaze lift up, and exhale, roll it back. Lots of breath. We need breath to let go of that backpack, right? All that shit that we pack with us, from relationship to relationship, from job to job. Let's see if we can even just unroll a few of those items and toss them to the side. Last time, let's take an inhale, roll ourselves all the way up, lifting the chin slightly, opening up the heart space, and then bring it all the way back to neutral. Bring your palms to touch. Let's let the left leg come all the way in front of the right. Inhale, both arms reach. Take it to an easy spiral twist towards the left-hand side. So we want to sit up tall, noticing that your back hand, you're not like hanging out, right? We want to be really strong in through the core, completely engaged, and then open up a bit more. Yeah, and if that feels all right, let your chin go towards the back shoulder, but that might not be accessible today, right? Just depending what's going on in there. So just notice. Good, one more big inhale. And as you exhale, bring it all the way to center. This time, let's reach the arms up. We'll take it to a different variation of Navasana. Palms come to touch. Take your feet out in front of you, and we'll hold here for an inhale. Ardha Navasana on the exhale. Feet go long, chest comes down. Good. Inhale, come up. Keep your feet to the floor or lift them, that's fine. Exhale, use the core, lengthen it out. Maybe you don't go so low, it doesn't really matter. All right, inhale. Last time to the exhale, let everything go. We're gonna hold here for 3, hold here for 2, hold here for 1. Come up a little bit, drop your feet to the floor. Exhale, right elbow taps down. Inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, take left elbow to the floor. Good. Inhale, bring it back. I am super shaky today. Exhale, let your right elbow settle down. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, over towards the left. All right, inhale, bring it back. Lengthen out the legs in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you got to keep your knees bent. Up goes your left hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, either grab onto your foot, your ankle, shin your knee. Inhale, open up and spread your heart towards the right hand side. So your fingertips reach all the way back behind you if that's accessible. If not, just towards the right, okay? So you can choose. Good, holding it out here. Now if you've got a little bit more space, you might crawl your hand down to the outer edge of your foot, ankle, shin, knee, and start to lean back and elevate. Now I've got a straight leg, but don't worry about that, okay? You don't have to mimic me. Do what's best for your body. Maybe you bend your knee, all right? So inhale, we're here. Noticing the foot stays in line with the hip, so we're not crossing it over. Just open up the heart space, one last big in-breath. And as we exhale, take it to center, bend your knee, drop your foot down to the floor with a bent knee. Take left arm all the way around, right fingertips land back to the floor. So sit up tall, inhale, and exhale, take it over the back shoulder. We're not gonna stay here too long. One more big breath in here. And as you exhale, bring it to center, let your knee drop open to the side. We've got head to knee pose. It's actually more like head to foot, right? So inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, let's waterfall 3 times. Body comes over top of the left thigh. Roll your spine coming all the way up. Inhale, reach arms up, up, up. And exhale, lean. So you're reaching, rather than trying to go for the depth, go for the length. Roll your spine coming all the way back. The arms reach up towards the sky. Last time, you got this. Exhale, come on forward. Now you can pause here, holding onto your foot, holding onto your calf. Maybe you've just got your knee today because there's some issues in the hamstrings. I get that, right? So just see where you're at, and maybe you can fall a little bit more forward. Shoulders are fairly neutral. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, let's start to roll our spines coming all the way back upright. Inhale, hold it out here. Let the legs come out in front of you. Paschimottanasana. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, soften the knees and come on forward. So because this is the first real forward fold, notice if you need to pedal out your knees, let the hips kind of move side to side. I don't know, what do you need today? What's gonna be the best for you, right? So remember, what I'm doing is just what works for my body. You can clearly use any modification. All right, so let's hold static for a couple of breaths. You might even choose that caterpillar pose where your feet are just hanging out. Otherwise, be a little bit stronger, like you're pushing your big toe mounds towards me, and then lengthen up your heart. Inhale, and exhale, soften a little bit more. We're not holding here too much longer. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, roll your spine coming all the way up. Inhale, arms reach, 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 reach. Nice, your palms come all the way in towards the heart space. Nice, inhale, right hand reaches up. You're reaching to the outer edge of your foot, your ankle, shin, your knee. And the option, of course, is just to stay. That's totally fine. Otherwise, you're using core and lifting the leg up, keeping it in line with the left side of your hip, wrapping around left hand, maybe all the way to the back of your mat. So when we twist, right, we always want to have the inhale lengthen, exhale open up. Holding here for 3. Nice, holding here for 2. Holding here for 1. Let's bring ourselves back to center, bending up through the knee, lower the foot to the floor. You've got that little elbow grab with your right arm, yeah? So instead of rounding into the thigh, could you sit up a little bit taller, lean back, and take your fingertips behind you? The chin goes towards the back shoulder. Hold here for 3. Holding here for 2. And we've got that one last big in-breath. Bring it back to center. Now the knee goes open to the side, head to knee, or head to foot, right? Cascade waterfalls. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, take it to forward fold. Roll your spine coming all the way back upright. The arms reach, 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 reach. You got this. Exhale, forward fold. All right, one last time. Roll your spine up, lengthen up, and now here we go. We're gonna hold to the exhale. So it's longer, chest towards shin, belly towards thighs, away we go. So sometimes if we feel really heavy, like we've been carrying that backpack for a long time, it's like the shoulders kind of naturally hunch forward. Could you take the heart open as if you've just kind of gone with one of the shit things that you need to get rid of, okay? So maybe that's fear, maybe that's low self-esteem, maybe that's just a feeling that you're unworthy of being in a good relationship that is supportive. Let that go, drop that off so your heart can open up a little bit further, okay? So one more big inhale, we're here. And then slowly start to roll your spine, coming all the way up. The arms reach up towards the sky. Nice. Palms make their way into the heart. Lean back and take your feet out in front of you. All right, we're moving this into an upper push-up position. So you can take your thighs, cross them over, tuck your feet underneath you, grab onto the earth, and just take a step back. So maybe it's a little bit of a hop. Your shoulders are up, pressing into the floor, your index and thumb and pinky finger grounded to the earth. Exhale into downward facing dog. Nice, inhale, take your right leg up towards the sky. As you gaze it forward, step it up right foot all the way towards the top of the mat. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, sweep it open to the sky, right hand goes high. So both shoulders are completely stacked. Take fingertips behind the ears. Inhale, here we are. Exhale, it's elbow to elbow, so crunch and curl. Bring the two to touch. It might not work for everybody, that's fine. Inhale, spread open the heart towards the right, lift up, lift the gaze. Exhale, elbow to elbow if possible. Let's go one last time. Inhale, reach this up. And exhale, go elbow to elbow, bring the two together. And then we'll flare your right hand to the ceiling. So your palm is facing out, maybe hand mudra. Less weight into the bottom hand, more into the feet. Hold it out here for 3. Hold it out here for 2. Then for 1, bring both of your hands to the inside edge of your front foot. Crawl your right foot out, take your back knee to the floor, but we're sliding back a little bit more so. So it's like an elongated lizard pose, okay? Back foot scooches away. You have a reverse angle. So from your front foot to your front knee, go longer. Point your back toes away and slowly walk your heart forward. So this is almost like we're pulsing with the breath to get lower, right? So as you inhale, we start to open up the heart a little bit, and as you exhale, you drop it in, and maybe some of you can take your elbows down towards the floor. I'm not saying that's gonna be possible for all of us, but here we go, we try. So you might like the feeling of moving a bit more weight into the right side and then the left, like shifting subtly just back and forth. That might totally suck, so don't do it. Feel what's best for you. One more big inhale here. Let your head go on that last exhale, releasing any tension in through the neck, in through the top of the head, and then bring yourself all the way back upright. Okay, so we'll take the back toes, tuck them under, scooch forward a little bit, left hand grounds down, your right hand presses to the inside of the right knee, and we'll pulse. Inhale here, exhale, close it together. Inhale, open the knees so you can see like hips sink a little bit, that's okay. Exhale, bring it in. Last time. Inhale, open this up, and we'll take it to a twist. So your palm plants down to the inner knee. Rotate your heart open, sending it towards the right side. And again, maybe your back gaze or your gaze goes over your back shoulder. Good, we'll pause here for 3, for 2, and then for 1, you'll slowly bring yourself back to center. Walk your right foot back in, warrior 3. So get to a position where you can 1, 2, 3, lift off, left leg in the air. So I know the tendency is to rise the left hip up. Could you keep both of your hips as neutral as possible, like your second toe on the top foot should face down? And then send your heart up. So we don't want to be rounded and all crunchy. We want to open this as if your head and your heel are trying to touch the ceiling or the sky. Okay, one last big inhale here. And then bend out through right knee, step it to the back of the mat, walk your hands back as you do. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, float hands down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. Sometimes that is how it is in life, right? We're rising, we're feeling fucking amazing, and then all of a sudden, boom, we hit a wall. Exhale, take fingertips down, plant your palms, step it back with an extended right leg if you like, so the leg goes in the air or not. Exhale, floor or chaturanga, you choose. How open are you in this moment? Now, if you're coming with me, let yourself lower down, then point away, right toes, left toes, lift up into upward dog or cobra. Bring it back into downward facing dog. Strong through the breath, strong through the hands. So you'll notice my indexes are not just hanging up, otherwise you get a lot of pressure in your wrists. Ground down through the palms. Be super active. Nice, the weight shifts back into your heels. Walk your hands back to the feet. Walk, 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 walk. Inhale, peace fingers to floor or hands to shin, half lift. And exhale, take it to forward fold. Come up to standing swan dive it high. Reach, 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 palms touch. And the hands work themselves into the heart space. Good, inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come up with me again, swan dive, rise. And as we do, the hands will make their way into the heart space. Interlock your hands around your right knee, balancing on your left foot. Good, we're taking ourselves into eagle legs here, so hold here for the inhale. And as you exhale, bend out through your left knee and wrap your right leg all the way around. Some of you might not be able to get there. There's a really big truck right there. You might not be able to get there, but that's okay. You can also let your toes go to the side of your shin. Both of your knees face forward. Let your hips go as neutral as possible for you, palms to touch. We're taking this to a twist. Inhale, we hold here. Exhale, take your left elbow slowly towards the outer edge of your right knee, pressing down, and let your heart reach towards the right-hand side. This requires a lot of focus. I can't talk too much here. All right, one more big inhale here. And as we exhale, let's slowly unwind, but keep your legs as you are. Palms stay in the heart. Lift up your right knee nice and high. Flex out the foot, so stronger through the core. Open up your knee and take the outer ankle to the top side of the left thigh and sit it down. So we're holding here for 3. Now maybe you can get your fingertips closer to the floor. Maybe that feels good on the hip. I don't know. It really depends how you're feeling there. Good. Hang out here for one more big breath in. Slowly bringing yourself all the way back upright. Move this to tree. Bottom of the foot to the inside of the leg, the shin, or kickstand it to the floor. Interlock your palms. Press them up, up, up towards the ceiling. Lift the gaze, holding it out here for 3. Holding it out here for 2. And then for 1, slowly your palms make their way all the way back in towards the heart space. Take the knee all the way forward, give it a little kick. And then lower it all the way down. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take it to half lift. Open up your heart space, right? This is where we elongate and let go. Then ground down your palms and we journey a little bit lighter towards the top of the mat into upper push-up position. Inhale, here we are, strong. Exhale, chaturanga. It's only 90 degrees. Remember, we're not going lower or go to the floor. Point your toes, roll your shoulders back, rise. Little cobra, cobra, upward dog. Take it into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg high to the sky. Gaze it forward. For you, if you need to tense up your left fingertips, round like an angry cat and get your foot all the way up to the top of the mat. If it doesn't quite go, you know the drill. Just scooch it up, okay? Put some weight into the right hand. Maybe your back foot slides away. Inhale, open left hand high. Exhale, fingertips to the ears. And exhale, bring your elbow towards your other elbow. Inhale, flare and open. Exhale, both elbows come to tap. Inhale, rise. We're just gonna go one last time. Here we go, you guys got this. Exhale, bring elbow to elbow. Now we're opening this up, right? Beautiful flowers are all around me. So inhale, reach open the arm like an unfurling lotus flower. Good, one more big breath in here. Maybe take the gaze a little bit higher, chin towards the top shoulder. And then exhale, take your top hand and lower it down to the inside edge of your front knee. We've got our extended lizard pose. Back knee settles down. Can you scoot your back knee just a little bit further away so that your back knee is at a reverse angle, and then point away your toes behind you. So we're taking a few moments to just, okay? All right. Maybe some of you can get your elbows coming closer to the floor, and then we sort of move a little bit side to side. That might feel good, and that might just be absolutely horrendous. So you'll figure that out on this side. And if this movement isn't working for you, of course, keep your hands up, slide your legs closer together. You know, do what you need to do, right? This is not about me, this is about you. Nice. Holding here, one more big breath in, and then when you're ready, your hands will come down to the earth. Your toes need to tuck under for support as you scooch back up to the top of the mat. All right, so now take your left toes and turn them out. You can point away your back toes again, and then maybe your left hand grips on towards the knee. So we're moving dynamically through a bit of a flow, right? Inhale, open up the heart, the chest, the knee. Exhale, close it together. Good, inhale, open. Now your foot's probably gonna have to move with you to make this more successful. And then exhale, bring it together. Last time, okay? Open up your knee, hold it out here. Now you might just choose to spin your heart around towards the left-hand side, looking over your back shoulder. Whew, I'm telling you, from travel, my hips are freaking really tight today. So I might have to come up a bit here. All right, just noticing we're not sinking into this front shoulder. We're being very strong, opening up the heart. One last big inhale. And then as you exhale, we're bringing it all the way back to center. Your foot grounds down. You need to tuck your toes under to get that momentum. A little 1, 2, 3, elevate up goes your leg. It's a nice sound. So as the leg elevates up, we're holding here. And then you're like lifting your heart up towards the ceiling. Hang out here for 3. Having your foot maybe pressing down, meaning the toes are facing down so your hip isn't lifted. It's actually lowered. Nice. And then slowly bend your knee and step it back to the back of the mat. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, take your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. Last time, you got this. Inhale, elevate. And exhale, drop your palms gently to the earth. Now we're stepping back with the extended left leg. Choose it or don't, doesn't matter. So the leg goes high, maybe. Exhale to floor or chaturanga. Then point away, left toes, right toes, lift. And take it into downward facing dog. Strong through your palms. Really being super active. Index, pinky, and thumb. Good, pause here for a big inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way back towards your feet once again. Walk, walk, walk to the half lift, inhale. Let's take it to crow. So palms come down towards the floor. Come up high onto your toes. Some of you who know crane rocket, love that, a dog just ran in front of the camera. All right, so have your knees to the outer edges of your arms or your armpit. We're coming forward, toes to touch, lengthen your heart, lift your feet up towards your bum. Hang out here for 3. For those of you who want to drop into unsupported headstand, feel free. So the knees go wide. Allow the crown of the head to lower down towards the floor. Squeeze in through the glutes. Elevate up your legs. Holding out here, 1. Big, full breath in. We're rolling it into child's pose. So take the knees in and slowly start to curl yourself to the floor, all the way down. If you did not go up into your unsupported, just take it to child's pose for a moment and let the forehead ground down to the floor. Roll out your third eye space. Then roll your spine coming all the way up. Sitting onto your heels, interlock your hands and take your fists to the back of the room or your mat. I am sweating like a little piggy right now. Woo! All right. It's only 8 o'clock or something and it's actually quite warm, so don't mind all this. Fingertips to the ground, tuck your toes under and pause it out here. Hands into Namaste. Let's rise it all the way up. So we're taking some time, squeeze the inner thighs, lift up on your toes and then settle the heels all the way down towards the floor. Interlock your hands around your left knee. Give it a good little squeeze. So you can roll out your ankle. We're taking this into eagle pose. So the leg goes all the way around. Just looking at a few little animals over there. Cute little dog and a cat. All right, so the palms come all the way to touch and we're sitting down low. If you can, it's like knees face forward, hips really neutral. Slow, slow, slow. Right elbow goes to the outer edge of your knee and you're holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. And then for 1, you'll bring yourself to center. Lift up through the left knee. Once again, you've got a flexed foot. Take the ankle on the top side of the upper right thigh. Figure 4 squat. Sit it down. Good. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. I know it's not super easy. Maybe you do take your fingertips down towards the floor. Bring yourself all the way back up if you've done that. Now you've got your tree pose. Come up and your foot goes above or below the knee or kickstand it to the floor. Knee opens, right hip rolls away. Palms to touch, interlock your hands, press them up towards the sky. Big breaths in for 1. Holding it out here for 2. 1 last big inhale, draw your palms to touch in towards the heart space. The knee comes forward. Now kick the leg out. Lower the foot all the way down towards the floor. Let's flow this out. Inhale, you're at the back of your mat, right? Exhale, sit it down, Utkatasana. 1 last little variant of arm balances and then we are through. Take the hands over towards the right hand side, come up on your toes. You can either do 1-armed, 2-armed, feel free to do whatever feels good. Either way, you're taking yourself over and up. Feeling the hips come up high, you're much lighter now that we've let go a lot of our shit. Let's take the feet down towards the floor, bring yourself to center, palms touch. Over towards the opposite side, the hands ground down. Maybe you just do a 1-arm or 2-arm, doesn't really matter. Float your hips high for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring yourself back to center. Moving to Malasana, widen out your feet. So this is like yogi squat, yeah? Let your bum settle down, palms to touch, low back feels open now. Press the knees to the outer edges of the upper arms and spread your heart high. Bringing down the heart rate, letting it all go. Pausing here, maybe taking your indexes or thumbs and resting them on the third eye for a moment. Take the gaze forward. You can finish off with any floor sequencing or anything that feels the best for you in this moment, whatever resonates, wherever you are at on your journey. I hope that you find a little bit more lightness, becoming aware of what we're carrying with us from one relationship to the next, from one job to the next, knowing that you ultimately are the one who gets to choose what you pack with you. Namaste, my dear friends. Love you.